So today we're going to be changing out 7 RTUs for a customer of ours. We got 2 install crews and 1 commercial tech that's going to help us commission all these systems. Let's see if we can knock it all out in one day.
Okay, we're going to start off today going over the scope of work, along with a couple safety processes, and what Ray is looking at there is our game plan for the day. Now, things don't always go as planned, but it's always good to have everything as thoroughly planned out as possible, to eliminate as many unforeseens as we can. So the overall job is actually calling for us to change out all 10 of their RTUs. However, 3 of them are still in transit coming in out of Florida. So those are going to have to wait for another day before they're installed. So the reason why this customer is opting to change out all their RTUs is because they're all 20 plus years old and in very rough condition. Pretty much everything on these units is pulling high amps and they're just simply on their last leg. So they're trying to be proactive. So when summertime comes around, RTUs don't start dropping like flies, only to disrupt their business. So one of the big issues that we have coming into this job is the curb adapters. We currently only have 4 out of the 7 needed for this job. And that's because the LTL company that our curb company decided to use was FedEx. And the curbs are all supposed to be delivered 5 days before the job started. So we have a runner sitting at this distribution center trying to get them picked up rather than delivered. So if we're able to pick up the last 3 curbs, we'll have a pretty good chance to set all 7 RTUs today. If not, we're only going to be able to set 4. We are using only 1 crane for this job, and the way that we're utilizing it is we're setting down the old RTUs on the left-hand side of the crane. Then it's going to swing over to the right side and pick up the curb adapter. Then again on the right side, it's going to pick up the new RTU off the trailer. From there, we're going to rinse and repeat this process. And when it comes to the guys on the roof, pulling off the old RTUs, dropping in the new curb adapter and RTU, it worked very much like a team effort. So pretty much everybody was involved in this process. Now when it comes to installing the fresh air, the hell guards, the heat kits, and wiring up the system, we ran that part very much like an assembly line. So basically all the work that needs to be done after the unit is set. So we're not going to have a team replace an RTU from beginning to end. It's going to be more like workstations. So each tech is going to have their own specific task. So what Ray's doing here is assembling the fresh air intake. After that is done, he's going to install it to the RTU. Then lastly, he's going to install the hell guards. So something like this doesn't happen again to the new equipment. So once Ray's done with all this, he's going to move over to the next RTU and do the exact same thing. Then from there, we have Leo coming in behind Ray to wire up and install the heat kits. Then we have Delvis coming in behind Leo to take care of the disconnects and wire up the high voltage. Then from there, we have Israel coming in to do the low voltage and fire up the system. Israel's also running all the guys on the roof, and whenever we run into a snag or a problem, Israel's brought in to help save the day. And this is where we run into one of our first issues for the day. When we went to fire up this unit, it wouldn't fire up. So now we have to figure out what the problem is. So the first thing that we need to rule out is the thermostat wire. So what we end up finding is 2 out of the 6 wires are not responding. So that leaves us with 4 working low voltage wires, and this unit needs 5. We were not able to track down the break in the line, and pulling a new low voltage wire is really not an option, at least for today. So we do have a workaround, and that workaround is to use a battery powered thermostat. So now we can repurpose the wire that was going to be used to power the thermostat and use it for a heating or cooling signal. This workaround allows us to get the system up and running. That way our customer isn't down a system when Monday comes around. We were going to install Honeywell thermostats for all the RTUs, but for this one we're going to use a battery powered Sensi thermostat. Lucky for us, our runner just got back from FedEx with the 3 missing curve adapters. FedEx did do their best to not give them up, but it's also helpful to know the right people. So now it's around 12:30 during the day. We have 4 RTUs set so far, leaving us with 3 more still to set. And so far we've gotten 2 RTUs up and running, so we still got a long ways to go. So around 2:30 we get all the RTUs set, and the crane is packing up, getting ready to take off. And as we're going through starting up systems, we find 2 more units with the same low voltage issues. The low voltage wiring has been cut into multiple times, along with the thermostats being moved around. So overall, the low voltage is a complete mess. But we still got to get all these units up and running. So we're having some issues getting RTU number 2 fired up. Our senior commercial tech is concerned that we might have a bad control board, which isn't good because it's a Saturday and all the parts stores are closed. What we end up finding is we have a loose connector. Lucky for us, the control board is still good. All we had to do is replace the transformer, and the system fired right up. Now that Leo's all caught up, he's going to rework a couple drain lines. Around 6:30, things started to wind down, so we were able to work out FedEx holding our curbs hostage, along with some unforeseen low voltage issues, and a couple faulty connectors. That being said, we got all 7 units running, so when Monday rolls around, it's going to be business as usual. Now, all things considered, things did go about as smoothly as possible, because you're pretty much always going to run into some unforeseens. Lucky for us, we didn't run into anything that we couldn't overcome that day. We still have 3 more units that need to be replaced, which we're hoping to install next weekend.
If you found this video to be helpful, please hit the like button. We also have free buyer's guides and price lists on our website that you might want to check out. Until next time, have a good one.